Friday is one of the blockbuster games that you have to look at it in IPL 2024. It's Royal Challengers Bangalore versus the Kolkata Knight Riders at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's got a lot of twists and subplots. KKR have a great record against RCB at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. You could see Yash Dayal versus Rinku Singh Part 2. You could see Russell Muscle absolutely decimate the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. But you could also see Virat Kohli, you could also see Faf du Plessis, Dinesh Karthik, Glenn Maxwell and all step up to the plate. It's the ultimate clash this week, RCB versus KKR. And if home dominance is anything to go by, then RCB might actually finally end the jinx against KKR. But Andre Russell, who came in for the press conference today, he has a very unique method of combating RCB as well as being in the right frame of mind for not just IPL 2024 but also the ICC World T20. It is UFC. Ultimate fighting, just like WWE, just like all the other combat sports, UFC also has a cult following. And Andre Russell has decided to follow UFC and ensure that he is in the right fitness and he is in the right frame of mind. Because this particular question about the UFC thing was asked to Andre Russell and he said, I like to watch UFC fighting. Being leaner and lighter has helped me with my batting. Since he is following the UFC strategy, he wants to be lean and mean. And he wants to improve his fitness on a big level. It was on his fitness that sometimes Andre Russell would be panned because back issues, hamstring issues, then you've got knee issues. Andre Russell has had a lot of that in 1 decade of IPL. But UFC fighting and the way how he likes to inculcate all that, making him leaner, making him fitter, that is actually helping his batting. Look at the calculated way he went through against Sunrisers Hyderabad. That is why, in order to combat Royal Challengers Bangalore, he is having the UFC Mantra. And he is also not bothered about the fact that, okay, I am only going through the process. If I don't achieve it, I am not too bothered. But so far, he is making the right strides in ensuring his fitness level matches that to a UFC fighter. And that is the mantra that is wanting him to ensure that he gets success not just in the game against RCB, but in IPL 2024 as well as the ICC World T20. West Indies' fortunes hinge on Andre Russell doing very, very well. And that's why this is just a start. But he does admit that during the IL T20 that he was playing for in Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, if you look at it, he did make technical changes. He was quick to admit that those technical changes were necessary so that he could be consistent. What were those changes? He said, I have made some changes to my technique in this season. I worked towards my stride. His stride now is shorter. That gives him more time. I have gotten even more time to play the ball. I am trying to move as late as possible. Initially, when you would see, Andre Russell would have a slight trigger movement, but that trigger movement would not be seen by very few experienced bowlers. That trigger movement would ensure he would be in the position, but it would also leave him vulnerable to certain types of deliveries. Now, Russell is wanting to move late and he wants to ensure he plays the ball as late as possible so that he can score runs more consistently. Russell, 1 game so far, has had that success. So he does attribute a technical change because he wants to eliminate a trigger movement that ensures that he doesn't fall prey to certain types of deliveries. If you look at the overall head-to-head of KKR and RCB, it's a close encounter. KKR have a 18-14 head-to-head record against RCB, if memory serves me right. But at the same time, KKR hold the edge against RCB when you look at it. And this contest is even more spicier considering Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli. You know the hostility that they have had, not just in 2013, you also saw it in 2023 when Naveen-ul Haq and Virat Kohli, 2022 and 2023, that tension existed. And that is why this contest is going to be even more spicier. That is why KKR are not taking RCB lightly. Russell has stated RCB is a great team. They have match winners who can take the game away from us. They have a good bowling unit. So KKR, without any overconfidence, are taking this match very, very seriously indeed. Andre Russell stated that yes, RCB might have lost their opening game, but they made a strong comeback in the game against PBKS. Now against KKR, they'll be hoping that RCB finally end a few losing streak for them, because if they can beat KKR, they'll be in a very good space heading into the next part of the IPL. So, technical changes have been made by Andre Russell. He's also followed a certain fitness mantra modeled on the UFC, which ensures that he doesn't break down that often and that his batting is far more consistent. Who do you think will win the clash between KKR and RCB? Do you think Virat versus Gambhir, yet another chapter will be added? Will there be hostilities? That remains to be seen now. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so that when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.